Okay, we're on the final chapter of the Magic Faraway Tree, chapter 26, The Land of Presents. Next day, all 4 children woke up feeling excited. It was so lovely when a really nice land was at the top of the faraway tree. They'd been to the land of birthdays before, and the land of take what you want. The land of goodies had been nice, and the land of do as you please. The land of presents sounded just as exciting. I wonder who gives the presents, and if you can choose them, said Franny. I'd like a necklace of blue beads, and I'd like an enormous box of chocolates, said Rick. Oh, you would, said Joe. Anything to eat and you're happy. I'd like a toy aeroplane that would fly from my hands and come back to them. I shall bring something home for Mother, said Beth. She wants a new purse. When can we start, Joe? I'm all ready. They set off about 11 o'clock, when they had done all their work. They were very excited. It was so lovely to think that Silky, Moonface and Saucepan were safe again and coming to enjoy the land of presents with them. Perhaps What's-His-Name and the Angry Pixie would come too. Well, everyone in the faraway tree had heard that the land of presents was at the top of the tree that day, and dear me, what a lot of people were steadily climbing up that morning. Brownies from the wood below, pixies and elves, even rabbits from their holes. The Angry Pixie's house was empty. He had gone already. The owl had gone too, for he was not asleep in his little house as usual. Dame Washalot was gone, and no water came pouring down the tree as the children climbed up. What a crowd there'll be, said Joe happily. I hope we aren't too late. I hope there'll be some presents left for us. Oh goodness, let's hurry, said Rick in alarm. He didn't want to lose the big box of chocolates he wanted. Moonface, Silky and Saucepan were waiting most impatiently for them. Hurry, hurry, cried Silky. The land of presents goes in an hour. It never stays long. Quick, quick. Up the ladder they all went, laughing in excitement. And goodness me, what a wonderful land it was. There were Christmas trees hung with presents of all kinds. There were lucky dips of exciting parcels. You had to dip your hand in for those. There were tables spread with the loveliest things, and oh, the clattering and giggling that went on as people chose their presents and went off with them. Rick marched up to a Christmas tree because he saw hanging on it the most wonderful box of chocolates. A goblin was in charge of the tree, and he smiled at Rick. I want that box of chocolates, said Rick. Who is it for? Asked the goblin, getting out some scissors to cut the box. For myself, said Rick. The goblin put away his scissors and shook his head gravely. This is the land of presents, he said. Not the land of take what you want. You can only get things here to give to other people. I'm sorry. This isn't a selfish land at all. Rick looked very gloomy. He moved away. How stupid. He couldn't get anything for himself then, and he had so much wanted the chocolates. He saw a lovely blue necklace hanging on another tree, and he thought of Franny. She had badly wanted a necklace of blue beads to go with her best blue frock. He went up to the goblin in charge of the tree. May I have that blue necklace to give to Franny? He asked. Where is she? Said the goblin, getting out his scissors. Call her. Franny, Franny, come here, cried Rick. I've got something for you. Franny came running up. The goblin handed Rick the blue necklace, and he gave it to Franny. Oh, put it around my neck for me and do up the clasp, she said. Oh, Rick, thank you, it's lovely. Now, what present would you like me to get for you? You can see there Rick giving Franny the necklace with the goblin at the back, and that Christmas tree stuffed full of presents. Oh, Franny, I'd like that big box of chocolates, said Rick, beaming all over his face. Would you like to get it for me? Franny at once asked the goblin there for it and gave it to Rick. He undid the box and offered it to Franny. Have a chocolate, he said. Well, as soon as the children knew how to set about getting presents, they had the most wonderful time. All except dear old Saucepan, who would keep on getting the wrong presents for everyone because he kept hearing things all wrong. What would you like for a present? What would you like for a present? He asked Beth. Oh, Saucepan, I'd really like a frock, said Beth. Well, Saucepan thought she said clock, and off he went to find the biggest one in the land. He managed to get one at last and put it on his back. It was a grandfather clock, and so large that it quite bent him in two of its weight. Oof. Everyone stared in surprise as Saucepan came up with it. Here you are, Beth dear, here's your clock, said Saucepan, beaming at her. Saucepan, I said frock, like a dress, not a clock, said Beth, trying not to laugh. A frock. Poor Saucepan. He simply didn't know what to do with the clock after that, and in the end he left it in a field, striking all by itself very solemnly. Then he asked Dame Washalot what she would like for a present. Well, I need a new iron, said the old dame. I'll get you one, said the saucepan man. But he heard quite wrong. He thought Dame Washalot said lion. Though if he had stopped to think for just one moment, he would have known that she didn't want a lion, or a tiger, or an elephant either. It was very difficult to find a lion in the land of presents. But as the rule there was that whatever anyone wanted, they must have, the goblins managed to produce one somehow. He got a collar and a lead for it, and took it back to Dame Washalot and the others. They all stared at him in amazement. What has Saucepan got a lion for? Said Joe. Dame Washalot, here is the lion you wanted, said Saucepan, beaming, and he put the lead in Dame Washalot's hand. She dropped it at once and backed away. Saucepan, don't play this kind of joke on me. You know I'm scared of lions. Then why did you ask me to get you a lion? Said Saucepan, astonished. I said iron, not lion, said Washalot, quite snappily. Well then, wouldn't you like me to put it into your wash tub and wash it clean? Said Saucepan. But nothing would make Dame Washalot take the lion, so in the end, Saucepan had to take it into the field where the clock was and let it loose. Perhaps it will eat the grass and be happy, said Saucepan. Oh, Saucepan, lions don't eat grass, said Joe with a laugh. Now tell me, what do you want for a present? Some more kettles and saucepans, said the saucepan man at once. So Joe went to a lucky dip and said what he wanted. He put his hand in and drew out 4 large knobbly parcels, 2 shining kettles and 2 fine saucepans. The saucepan man was very pleased indeed. He put one of the new saucepans on for a hat. Well, it was fun in the land of presents. Everyone went around getting something for the others. Rick got a toy sweet shop for Beth. She was delighted. She got a fine aeroplane for Joe that flew from his hand and came cleverly back each time it flew. Joe got a new hat for What's-His-Name with a yellow feather in it. What's-His-Name got a pair of silver shoes for Silky, and she put them on at once. Are we allowed to take anything home for our mother and father? Joe asked Moonface. Of course, so long as you say it is for them and for no one else, said Moonface. So Joe went to where a Christmas tree was hung with presents and got a beautiful boxed set of hankies for his father, and Beth got a large new purse for her mother. Suddenly Joe looked at his watch. It's almost 12 o'clock, he said. The land of presents will be moving off in a minute. We'd better go. Anyway, we really can't carry anything more. Goodness, what a lovely lot of things we've all got. So they left the lovely land of presents and went down the ladder to the faraway tree. They said goodbye to Moonface and the others and sat carefully down on the cushions, their presents on their knees so that they wouldn't break. And one by one they shot off down the slippery slip and out the trapdoor. They heard a curious roar as they landed on the moss outside the tree. Joe looked up into the branches. Do you know, I believe that funny old lion has followed us down the ladder, he said. Whatever will Dame Washalot do with him if he won't leave her? I guess she will wash him every day in her wash tub. Well, he'll wish he hadn't left the land of presents then, said Beth with a giggle. Come on, let's go to Mother. What a lovely adventure. I hope it won't be our last. It won't, because the faraway tree is still there. But we must leave them now to have their adventures by themselves, for there is no time to tell you any more. There they all go through the enchanted wood, carrying their lovely presents. What a lucky lot of children they are, to be sure. The